Would you believe me if I told you that it is possible to gain 63 pounds of muscle and lose 70 pounds of fat in less than a month? Well, you probably wouldn't, so let me tell you the story of the experiment that changed the game of bodybuilding forever. The Colorado experiment by the famous Arthur Jones, the founder and creator of Nautilus. The story didn't begin with humans. It all started with a pet gorilla that Arthur Jones had brought. This gorilla, with his remarkable strength, became a living legend for Arthur Jones. He played a key role in showcasing the effectiveness of Nautilus machines. Big names in bodybuilding like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sergio Oliva, Mike Mentzer, Viator, and even Arthur Jones and his wife Terri all used the Nautilus pullover machine. But what set the gorilla apart was his incredible strength and the way he effortlessly lifted the entire weight stack alongside Jones's wife in a special event. At the age of 46, Arthur Jones was observing his gorilla, which weighed 440 pounds, could easily perform one-arm push-ups. What caught Arthur's eye was that this gorilla rarely exercised his body, but when it did, it trained with extreme intensity, and the workouts were seriously hardcore. This was the birth of HIT, High Intensity Training Method. In May 1973, Casey Viator, a professional bodybuilder, was selected as the subject for this experiment. Jones and Casey trained exclusively using Jones' equipment and system for 14 sessions over 28 days without using steroids. The goal was to see how much muscle they could pack on and then show the result to the world. Their training started on May 1st, and it was under the watchful eye of Dr. Plez. Arthur personally trained Casey for every workout. Training was intense, progressive, and involved a negative-only repetition style on 50% of the exercises. The exercises, however, were performed one after the other with no rest, and each set was done to failure. There was no special supplements, no growth drugs or steroids were engaged. A reasonably well-balanced diet was consumed, with Viator eating 6 meals per day. The results. During the first week alone, the facts show that Viator gained 20.25 pounds of body weight and lost 7 pounds of fat, for a total of 27.25 pounds of muscle mass. When the experiment was over, Jones declared 1.82 pounds of body fat and gained 15.44 pounds of muscle in 22 days. On the other hand, Viator lost 17.93 pounds of body fat, and his overall muscle mass gain was 63.21 pounds in just 28 days. Notably, he added 2 inches to each arm and 5 inches to his chest. Casey Viator gained an enormous amount of muscle in a very short time. There are a lot of speculations and accusations about the Colorado experiment. One was that to gain that much muscle, Casey must have been on steroids. Because obviously 63 pounds of muscle in 28 days is a very unrealistic number for someone who is natural, and even an unrealistic number for someone using steroids. And the other accusation was that Casey was a professional bodybuilder and had a ton of muscles before the study. He lost all the muscle and basically gained it back during the study. So, muscle memory was something that definitely come into play in a study like this. And perhaps most of Viator's success from the Colorado experiment was that he was rebuilding muscle that he had already built 2 years earlier. In the end, the Colorado experiment is a hoax, because no one has ever come close to duplicating the results.
I even asked Arnold a couple years ago, why were you so light in South Africa? Why did you not go back up to 237? He said, I simply didn't have the time. He had 4 months. He had 4 months to gain back 27 pounds. He did not succeed. Casey gained 63 pounds in 1 month. How do you account for the discrepancy or the disparity in achievement?
And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and see you in the next one. Peace.